Hey y'all, welcome back to this week's episode of AMA Friday with Amy Miller, Recruiting in Yoga Pants. So we have absolutely talked about referrals on the channel before. I might link to a video or two up above if you want to revisit some of the previous content, but I really want to dig into what makes a referral valuable. May not be what you think. So I've been thinking about this for a minute because I've seen two things. First of all, I've seen an uptick in some of these shady pay-to-play sites where you can sign up to provide referrals. Okay, so me as an as a FANG employee, I can create an account on one of these sites and I can sell referrals. I can charge the public $20 a pop or whatever to refer them to my employer. How is this not a fireable offense? I find this so nasty. Okay, because I'm telling you right now, if you are working, I promise you it's happening at my employer and every employer I've had in the last decade or two. Yeah, even the smaller companies I worked with back in the day still paid a referral bonus. So you mean to tell me that there's nothing wrong with selling referrals, knowing dang good and well that if that person actually does get hired, I'm going to get a fat bonus too? Y'all have got to be kidding me. I don't, that is not ethical because, well, I'm not even, you know what? I can make a whole video on that. We're just going to leave that alone. Here's the thing. You should be making a referral employee because you genuinely believe that that person could potentially be a fit at our company. Okay? Not because you just made, $500 because you scammed 20 people. Y'all ain't right if you're doing that. I'm telling you right now, y'all are not okay. And your mothers are probably very disappointed in you. Okay? Mine is, and she's dead. Anyway, miss me with that mess. Oh, nasty. So what is a good referral? Let's talk about it. Here's the thing. First of all, I need y'all to understand that typically a referral only counts as a referral if you are formally submitted through an internal mechanism. A lot of companies are going to have like an internal careers page, and I as an employee can actually log in and I can go and do just a general referral to anything. It's just a blanket referral. Or I can actually go in and find a specific role that I think my friend is good for. I can upload their resume if I have it. I can add, their contact info, their name, address, or email address, phone number, whatever. Obviously, that's important because I want the recruiter to be able to contact my friend. But I'm going to add that information, whatever information I have, and I'm going to submit. Now, typically, I can submit one of two ways. It's a true referral, meaning I am vouching for this person. That's what gets paid, by the way. Or it's a networking lead. I don't know this person, but we connected on LinkedIn or whatever. That does not get paid. It just hit me that maybe that's what y'all are selling. And again, nasty, nasty piece of work if that's what you're doing. Seriously, that's, I don't even want to talk about it because I'm just going to get mad. But a networking lead is just that. It's just like, oh, okay, now this person's in the database. Okay, that's it. You're going to be viewed like every other applicant. There's no distinction, okay? So does being officially referred by someone who is saying, yes, I am vouching for this person, does that make a difference? It depends. I mean, that's the evergreen answer in recruiting, right? It depends. So there's a lot of ways that this can be sliced and diced. But I'm going to tell you what I tell the job seekers that I coach. Okay. Yes, referrals are great. We love referrals. It's still my third biggest source of hire after direct applicants, number one, sourced candidates we've gone out and found, number two, then referrals. But I love referrals. I've done referral drives. I've done, like sourcing sessions where I sit down with a team of engineers and I show them how to, search their LinkedIn connections and find people that they know that they are comfortable referring. Like I've done a lot of work over the years to train teams on how to do referrals effectively. So I know what I'm talking about here, okay? So what happens then is the person is referred and we can see that. There's usually a little tag or identifier of some kind, depending on how the system is set up, and we can see this person's an employee referral. And that referral might be good for a period of time, 6 months or something, whatever. So when I see that, I'm like, cool, this is a known entity. This is someone that someone believes in, who works here and is hopefully a good employee and in good standing themselves. So I look at the resume and I check it against, you guessed it, the requirements of the job. If there is a fit, yes, I'm going to share that resume with the hiring manager. I'm going to give the person a call, whatever the process is for that particular role. We're going to move forward. Now, being a referral does not necessarily move you to the front of the line. Again, every recruiter is going to maybe do this a little differently. Every company is going to have different rules or best practices. So your mileage may vary greatly, but I will say, here's where I find the greatest value in a referral. Okay, yes, do the steps, submit them through the careers page, add your little note, whatever, do all the formal things because we want you to get paid. Here's the value. And this is what I tell my coaching candidates as well, people outside of my day job that I coach nights and weekends. I tell them, not only are you going to ask your friend for a referral, I want you to ask your friend to follow up internally. That is what separates you. That's where the magic can potentially start to happen. Okay? Because let me tell you, I get these calls all the time. I get Slacks, I get calls, I get emails, I get all kinds of communications coming my way. Amy, I saw that you're hiring ABC and I wanted to refer my friend. I wanted to refer my spouse. I wanted to refer my neighbor. I wanted to refer my whatever. Okay. Have you referred them through the tool, first of all? Hopefully, yes. But I'm open to a conversation about it, right? If somebody's like, and I have this happen all the time where they're like, well, I haven't referred him yet. I wanted to ask a couple questions. I wanted to make sure I was, setting them up for success, basically. Love that. Okay. Hey, here's the important things, right? And again, it's not a secret, it's in the job description, but I remind them like, hey, look, these are the minimum requirements. This is really important. Hey, this is on the preferred list, so we're still going to talk to people who don't have it, but boy, that gives you a leg up if you have that extra thing, right? On the preferred qualifications, whatever. I try to give that kind of insight if somebody asks. And I will tell them, here's what's important. Here's what we're looking for. Here's, make sure the resume says this or that. That's the value, friends. If you can get someone internally advocating on your behalf, I'm not going to say you're going to skip the line. I'm not saying you're going to get the job over somebody who's more qualified than you, because that's probably not going to happen and shouldn't happen if I'm being blunt. But it can definitely get the right eyes on you. I also tell people, don't limit yourself just to recruiting. You can definitely follow up with recruiting, okay? I will take those calls all day long. I'm going to do my best to be a good partner, colleague, take care of your people that you're trusting me with. But you know who really needs to hear from you? The hiring manager. So when I am in a position to refer someone that I care about and that I know and who I believe would be a great addition to our organization, I'm going straight to the hiring manager. And I'm going to say, hey, I know you've got a recruiter working on this, might already be interviewing some people. I just wanted to make you aware of my friend and former colleague, this person who did these great things, and this is why they're a fit for you. I am now advocating for the person that I'm referring because I know them. I am putting my name on their profile. I have done this for fellow recruiters that I've worked closely with. I've done this for friends, even if I didn't work directly with them. Now, I won't lie about that. I will say, hey, I did not work directly with this person, but here's how I've gotten to know them. Here's what I know about their background, their superpowers. Here's why I think there's a potential good fit here. I will take those calls all day long as a recruiter, and I make those calls all the time as someone who is trying to help my friends, my colleagues, my neighbors, whatever, land their next role. Because job search is hard. We all need help. It takes a freaking village, right? We know that. So that is, for me, that's that little extra bit of value that a referral can provide. Now, this is not something you're going to get from random strangers on LinkedIn. These are the people who know you. These are your former colleagues. These are your former bosses. These are your mentors. These are your neighbors. These are the people that you have dinner with on Sundays, okay? Have those people who care about you take that extra step. Yes, refer through the system. Yes, follow their company's processes, but also drop a Slack, send an email, give a little nudge. That is value when it comes to referrals. All right, friends, I went a little over here. Happy to take questions down below. Drop a comment. Let me know. Have you had any luck with this? Are you worried about asking and trying it out? Are you someone who wants to make referrals, but you're not quite sure how? Let me know. Let's maybe come up with a template or something together if that would be helpful. I really want to help people get back to work. I know you do too. So let's talk about it down below. Drop a comment. And as always, we'll see you next week.